What's up everyone, it's Jan Boers, new video, it's on Friday, and today's topic is going to be what is probably going on right now in the delegation world. Especially in the Corona times, because in my times, that sounds really weird, but you know, before this crisis started, it was everything very different. So let's compare what's going on in the minds of producer in 2021 before the Eurovision officially starts. And before I start to talk about this topic, I'll ask you to consider subscribing, liking the video after you've seen it all, and of course sharing among your friends, as maybe you will find out new topics, new questions you probably have about how this world behind the cameras really works, and how you sometimes, or not sometimes, how you mostly speculate about how it is. And sometimes I really just watch it as like, oh, this definitely is very far away from the reality. So maybe there are so many topics which you can ask about and you're curious about. I would like to answer it to you, and you can as well inspire me with this, as well as my thinking about it. It's a bit different than you fans of Eurovision have. Even I'm fan of Eurovision as well, but I would say with different experience, which makes it very different. So let's talk about what's happening now. So normally after the head of delegation meeting, you are preparing, you know, specifics of staging, because you already don't have it. You just have the idea how it should look, maybe very concrete idea how it should look. But at the head of delegation meeting, you finally find out what is possible. So I don't know, you want to hang somehow from the ceiling, you know, fly or whatever, and you just find out on the head of delegation meeting, well, this is not possible, it won't be possible, or you will demand a huge prop on the stage. But then you find out there is some kind of limit what you can have on the stage at one time, and not just because somebody just say like you can't have just big prop, but you can't have it mostly because of the weight, of the safety measures. You know, there are so many calculations which must be done, and must be done right, so no one got hurt. And there are many other, you know, such a details. But this year is very different, because you are doing this pre-recorded live on tape system, when you can't just go on stage for the Corona reason or for whatever other reason. You will use this instead of the real life performance, and that really changed the game a lot, as all delegations should think in very advance how the show will look, but as well train it in a big advance or rehearse it, and then make it on this live on tape, which has like 1 hour gap or so to make it. So it put much more pressure on each broadcaster to deliver everything on time in huge quality, with the idea very clear. But on the other hand, it gave them as well the freedom of how big they wanted to have. Of course, it's about money, but you want a flying person on the stage, you can do it in your terms, even if the stage in Rotterdam cannot do it. But there is of course the thing, you can go to Rotterdam, or 99% probably you can go if you're just not affected, which, well, it can really happen. And you know, you're wasting money on live on tape, but you have to do it because no one knows if it's going to happen. This must be the, you know, the material you want people to vote for. So it completely changed the balance of what Eurovision is. Of course, there are no pre-parties at all. There is very different production this year as well for each of the broadcasters. So what's happening and what I would recommend to happen, of course, regardless they doing this live on tape thing, which they have to do it, and it must be great representative, that they need to plan what to do in those months. Because normally what I would do, I was producing other shows to happen as well, as I was working on stagings, as I was, you know, working with people who are making props in the company. I was working with my production team, who was responsible for budgeting or deliver me the budget, so I know what we can afford. Any time schedule, rehearsals with the artists. This is already decided kind of in most of the countries probably, as live on tapes are done, they cost something. It of course cut something from the budget they normally had, or I think that's the definitely problem of Czech TV, so maybe they couldn't afford something more in Rotterdam in the case that they need this one as well good, but maybe not the 100% as they want it, as well as they need to calculate what they can afford. And hopefully they will train, but what as well there is a big advantage that the artists already know the choreography, they know what they've done, how the camera angles really work. They just really rehearse the Eurovision in a huge advance in the environment which is very close to it if they're just done it smart. And I think that's something we missed, of course, for the financial reasons. We just, draw the lines of the Eurovision stage on the floor, said like one camera is there, second there, and 17 is there. Let's do this like this. We had one mirrorless camera or mobile phone, just to record it. Now they needed to make it live on tape, so it really helped the artists to really see and get used to it, what they will experience in Rotterdam if they go there. So there's a huge advantage on it. Of course, we all want to see the live performance, not live on tape, so hopefully this will change, and hopefully next year there will be pre-parties as well as, like head of delegation meeting is not just about the technical stuff, but it's about the meeting people, it's about to share the ideas, it's about to discuss all the things, to understand the city, the system, news, what you can, what you can't do. This year it's just a meeting on the internet which will never last for so many hours as the real one, and that's where we are losing the Eurovision spirit kind of, and we must find a way how not to lose it. And we see a lot of controversies on the internet this year about the Eurovision, and about like people are super sensitive about whatever topic for actually no real reasons, and I'm kind of sick of it. And this wasn't happening when the Eurovision wasn't that remote. It wasn't happening when the people actually met and tried to understand each other. Of course there were always some people who were yelling on the internet, superheroes on the internet, and without any real experience, but now it's just about it, and it's a bit tiring sometimes. So try to be kind to each other, try to discuss, not to accusing somebody or trying to just bring your own truth to them. Maybe that's not the right thing to do, or definitely doesn't really work for lots of people. It doesn't really work for me as well. Well, and try to support your artists, as this is the only thing you can do, I think, regardless you like their song or not. I think they all deserve support, as this year Eurovision anyway is full of super quality songs. It's possibly the best quality Eurovision ever by the song quality. The average quality right up. There's literally no song which you can say it's really a crap, like a super crap. Like there are some which I don't like, which I think they're quality lacking, and the juries won't probably like it, but fans can love it, so we'll see about it. Very unpredictable this year, and I think this is all in the minds of the delegation as well this time, as they only watch this, as the all Eurovision program doesn't exist, so please be kind to them. Well, and consider subscribing my channel, sharing this video, liking this video, because this is all from me from now. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you next time. Bye.